PR Connections Radio presents the Cause Marketing Chamber of Commerce brings businesses and nonprofit organizations together to create synergistic relationships that benefit the community. Join our tribe to network with community and business partners, increase sales, improve fundraising efforts, differentiate your brand, help worthy nonprofits, and more. Become a member today. Visit our website, causemarketingchamber.com, to see how we can help you grow your business or your nonprofit organization. Click on the Join Now button at causemarketingchamber.com. Help us build a world where social responsibility is the new bottom line.
Now, have I got one for you today? I bet nobody's ever talked to a lady and asked her this kind of question before in my life. I want to introduce you to Andi, and she is just an amazing young lady. What we were just chatting about is I moved to Texas about 3 months ago, right when all the deluge started, and I inherited where I'm living 2 chickens that actually lay 1 egg a day, a dog and a cat. The cat's about this big and a little barn cat, and the dog, I know it's 18.5 pounds. But then Alda was talking to me, Andi was talking to me and saying, well, this is what happened to me. Go for it, Andi.
I inherited a black bear, a couple of swans that are mean, a cane corso, a couple of elk, and some wild deer and wild chickens, and wild turkeys. They're awesome. So can't wait for Thanksgiving this year.
And you're going to eat them.
Yes. See, I'm from the country. You eat your pets, you know.
I'm going to have to send Henrietta and Henrietta, what's the other one? Henrietta and Luetta. I'm going to have to send them to you when they're finished giving it. I can't believe it. I mean, I'm still getting over this. I actually know somebody who is in a deep commitment with a bear.
With a bear. You have to have a very deep commitment with a bear. He means his lifespan is 30 years, and Johnny's had him 20. So here's this 60-year-old man with a black bear who may or may not outlive him. So I'm like,
my God,
what am I going to do with the black bear? So I'm like, I'm making sure he takes his vitamins, gets plenty of rest.
That's so amazing. So I guess I'm going to have to come and visit you, because I cannot let you go by without.
So we are going to have Airbnb. We just moved to this property. So we got 38 acres to remodel and get ready, give him a new habitat. He was out there taking a bath when I came in. So he was sitting in his little tub with the water spraying on him.
Oh, my goodness. This sounds... Okay, guys, you've all got to move up with what you do so I can go on about this little dog here. I had to shave her. Well, what we did with my little dog, I held her and my daughter shaved all the hair. She's like a pom. She's got all this hair, and of course it's 100 degrees here, and she attracts fleas, so we have to change
the best thing to do. Yep.
Right. So now, what else do you do?
What else? Oh my gosh, that's just in my spare time, you know.
Yeah.
Usually, it's so funny because my boyfriend's like, "Well, what are you doing?" He goes, "Are you going to lunch?" I go, "No, I'm going to do this podcast with Anna." He goes, "Okay, you have fun," and he leaves. You know, I'm like, I do everything on Zoom. My parents both are in their 80s. Dad's still driving a dump truck and a backhoe and his bulldozer and making a mess. I'm trying to make sure he doesn't hurt somebody. So tracking down the 86-year-old on a bulldozer, and then mommy's in skilled nursing, dementia, you know, she's having a hard time to remember where all her Kleenex boxes are. And it's a big deal when you can't find Kleenex and where the remote is and how to make the bed go up. And yeah, so it's been a wild morning, let me tell you.
And then you work on top of it all.
This is my happy place, teaching business in, you know, my corporate career was, you know, as a CPA in corporate America. I was raised to be an accountant. My dad says, you are not going to be a starving musician in Chicago. You are going to go to accounting school. You're going to be a CPA. I mean, I was told exactly what I was going to do. So then
you did it.
Box. I did it. You you don't say no to that, do what you're told. Okay, eat your food and, sit in this little box for 20 years and direct traffic. And then the funniest thing, my boss is like, he's even more introverted, like super introverted, CPA, all that. And he's like, his friends are like, hey, you got to go to these networking events. You need to meet some people at, lunchtime. We have a big lunch and learn. And the guy's like, send Andi, she'll go. I'm like, yeah, that sounds great. And they had a franchise broker there. And he's like, hey, what's your next career after your corporate career look like? And I'm like, I'm in the process of streamlining operations and laying everybody off. So I'm the Grim Reaper of the company, knowing that my number is probably going to get called at some point. So I'm like, shoot, I got to figure this out. So my boss sends me to the networking group where I find my next career in home care. So that's how I ended up learning how to take care of my parents when they're 80s with diabetes and dementia and 3 worlds of craziness going on. I wanted to learn how to do that. So when I got laid off, I'd already bought a franchise the year before. So then
Amazing.
I get 6 figures in debt because I didn't realize in the state of Nevada, it's highly regulated to own a non-medical facility. Even though you're running it out of your house, they ask you, how many beds do you have? It's just like a hospital. It's licensed exactly like a hospital. So I had to bleed through savings, waiting to get licensed. And then we finally got started in 2014, our first customer, December 1st, 2014. So we finally got one customer, but obviously you're not pulling in a 6-figure income with one customer.
One customer. But it takes one to start the flow.
One, you still got to get started. So we got started, did everything wrong. I did buy a franchise so they could teach me. So that was the good part. But franchises are expenses, as you know.
Yes.
So I did have to go into a bit of debt to get there. And then it took me, 4 years to break even. So I was very excited. I get remarried in the process to my happy Hawaiian. And I'm spoiled for Chinese, lumpia. I mean, everything he could make from scratch, all organic, of course. So I'm like, wow, that's amazing. So I'm ruined for food. I know it's better to eat at home anyway, right? So we may
This
have to
sounds like the life.
We're definitely gonna have to borrow your chicken.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
But
well,
it's
you know what?
fun. I mean, every stage of life is more and more fun. It's more adventures, more challenges. And I keep reading this book about how more challenges means more personal growth. So I'm like, well, okay. So we meet up. My stepdaughter is into e-commerce, and I'm like, what's that? Electronic commerce. What? I mean, shopping online. And, I wanted her to introduce me to her coach because he was 25 driving a Range Rover. And I did everything right with the corporate career, with the CPA license. I'm working 7 days a week, 6 figures in debt. And I'm like, okay, one of us is doing it wrong.
Right.
And
exactly.
I don't think it's him. So
this
welcome
is getting
to
more
e-com.
exciting. Yeah, my daughter's doing that, working on it because she homeschools.
Oh, smart. Yeah. For anybody that's, at home or has a, special needs child or any situation where a medical situation, this e-com is a game changer. I love this.
It's
so
fabulous.
Literally, I started doing free financial literacy classes in my home in Washington.
Of course you did.
Of course. What do? You pay it forward. And when somebody helps you out, you pay it forward. That's what you're supposed to do, So when my Hawaiian husband passed away 6 months after we get out of home care to switch into e-commerce, that wasn't supposed to happen. That's not retirement. So that wasn't part of the plan.
Okay, that must have been hard.
That was really, we had vision boards. We had this grandkids we're going to take to Hawaii. We had all these great plans. And then you get a 180. So I was mad for 3 years. Let's just say I did some things that were probably not appropriate. Dated an Italian guy who lost his wife too. So we grief bonded for a couple years, 8 bonds, went traveling. I got, after 3 or 4 years of that, you kind of go, okay, how many bonds can you possibly eat? If you're not, again, paying it forward, you're just getting fatter and fatter and fatter, and you're doom scrolling like everything's going to hell in a handbasket. You're like, oh no. So we broke up, obviously. It was great for a season, but I wanted to take my brain and all my horrendous experiences and use it for good. That
like
was
with a guy that owns a bear from
like
birth.
a guy with a bear who's 60 and still moving forward and still finding adventurous things to do and putting too much on his plate. And I mean, all of that is just fun. So I'm doing his business plan. I'm getting him connected to the people I know, and created a whole new company called Legacy Markets International, which basically is I'm the chief connection officer. I get to put people in place with the people that they need to meet. You know, if they needed a business plan, I go, let's do a business plan. And so Washington Federal is like, hey, we've got a structured program. Can you just facilitate ours? And I'm like, sure. It's hybrid. So if I'm in Chicago taking care of mommy, and you can do it virtually. But what I recommend is people that are, if you're operating your business in a town, the best way to get connected is in that town's bank who also serves that community, because you're going to get resources. You're going to get people that they know. It's not just the person that I know. It's the person that I know, their contact book, right? So it's fascinating. I just love putting all the pieces, puzzles together. And that's probably the accounting background. I love puzzles and figuring it all out. And I'm like, what's the problem? You know, like I always ask people, it's on the back of my card, what's your dream? What do you want to be when you grow up? You know, I'm still working on it.
And it works for you. Yeah, that was the first thing I did when I moved into this little tiny town in the bush, as we say in Australia.
The bush.
And in the bush, and it's this little tiny bank. Oh, and I went and joined it straight away.
Yeah.
And then I walk in there and people know who I am. I went to the city hall the other night and protested about flock cameras.
Perfect.
And people knew me, you know, because it just starts a little wave.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we won, by the way.
Yay.
No more spying. No more spying.
That's cool, but people got to know what you stand for and what your values are, what your story is. I love this platform because people get to hear what your story is, and then you can take those stories, good, bad, and ugly, learn from it, and then help somebody else who thinks they're all alone in the situation. I can't tell you how many times, like, I got divorced. I felt so alone. And then I'm looking at the statistics going, okay, what is it? Like 60, 70% of people get divorced. I'm like, oh yeah, it's kind of a big community. Why I felt alone and a failure, I don't know. But you know, you rebound, you learn from that, and then you do it better. The second one was I was a way better person. He was a way better. We learned how to manage the things that we did wrong better. We still have bad character flaws, but you can still fix that. You can still get better every day. You don't have to be perfect.
I wake up every morning. That's what I do in the shower. That's my mantra. Wash off yesterday and start brand new today.
Brand new today. Yep. Yeah. I do the same thing. I write down my gratitudes, what I'm grateful for,
Yes.
and then what can I do better today that's going to help somebody else be better today? You know, it's going to be pay it forward. I'm 57-ish, and I'm like,
oh, you look good.
I'm only halfway. So halfway there. So I need another 50 plus years to keep letting people know, you know, life isn't over.
We'll be around together. I'll be able to talk to you in a few years.
I can't wait to come out and see you. Heck yeah.
Oh, listen, as soon as I finish cleaning up the deluge, because I had to get a new septic, a new roof, a new bathroom, right from the inside the walls.
Oh no!
And now we're going to work on the other little bathroom. I've got a beautiful healing room here. You'll love it. You'll just
love that. Oh, that'll be super cool.
Hot
Yeah, we've got
stones.
We're going to do an Airbnb in the woods called the Bear Den. So we're going to. I got to have my dad bring his bulldoze over, and we need to make a road for the Bear Den. You got to get to the Bear Den. It's out in the woods right now.
Well, I go to my chickens.
It is super fun, but yeah.
So now the other thing you're doing. You're doing just not that just the healthcare, but you're into
healing. We have an online
store. We do all holistic wellness. So
Access Fitness. I'm a brand ambassador for Access Fitness. So we have online courses that are video based for beginners,
fabulous,
for intermediate, for old farts like me. I mean, you got advanced, you got strength. I mean, they have all the product line, and then they show you how to use it. So it's always nice to have something free. You can pop it online. It's guided, free. My favorite F word, if you're an accountant, favorite F word is free. So I get to let people watch those videos, we can do it together. Or, some people, I'm a little shy. I don't like to go to the gym and have people checking me out in spandex. So I like to just do it at home. Although,
Yeah, well, I've got
you're in the bush.
450 acres the guy next door to me owns. I can
love
see
it.
all the way down to Lake Travis. So I'm putting like different exercise equipment in different rooms so I can do what I need to do and still keep this looking like a home and not an exercise room.
Right. That's right.
But but to have somebody to coach you like that by videos is so helpful.
So good. Yeah, and they're going to do a geriatrics version of it next month.
Oh, there I am.
So I'm on board. I was going to host the geriatrics, and they were like, no, you're good. So I was like, oh, that'd be fun. I can come right over to Michigan and film that for you. No, we're good, Andi. We're good. So but it's super fun. So I teach people how to have an e-commerce business. We do scholarships for those kids coming out of school. They get the list of what you're good at. And are you going to be a doctor, an engineer, an attorney? Are you going to be a school teacher, a fireman? And they go, what are you going to be? Well, when you're 18, you have no idea what's even available or what that job looks like. So I always go, okay, how do you want to live first? Where do you want to live? Do you even want to live in Vegas? Probably not. It's kind of hot. Do you want to live on the beach, in the mountains? Do you want to live in a different country? And so we literally map out how they want to live first. You want a big family, no family. You have a great religious ceremony that you like to do. You are practicing in a particular religion. You want to be in a particular. We want to get details so they get the job that not only just fits them, but what if there's not a job that fits them? Nobody tells you you can have a business of your own. I mean, this is America. We don't even teach kids the tax benefits of having their own small business. So the free financial literacy classes literally start with, by the way, you can also own your own business, and it doesn't have to cost you 6 figures to get into debt the way I did. I got the franchise. You can do that, but you can start with a small e-commerce business where you have a guide and a mentor and a coach who also is my favorite F word, free. So you have people investing in you to help you. Because, I mean, once you met a multimillionaire, they have everything that they need. There's not anything you can give them that's going to make their life that much better. So I have a whole pocket full of people that are mentors and coaches that will teach business on a, every other week basis. You can go sit and bring your notebook and then you have your own store. They can design their own store and, just learn how to have some skill set. So then they get skills to go with their earnings. So earn while you learn. And then if you want to go, I want to be a nurse, I want to be a doctor, that takes a lot of money and a lot of time. So go find the mentor in that field, job shadow, even if you got to do it for free, job shadow, hang out with them, see what their lifestyle's really like. Do you want to have their lifestyle? Does that fit what your values are? So I make them pick their top 10 things that they value, what they value most in their future life. What do you want your life to look like in 5 to 10 years? And then go interview the people who you think you have the coolest jobs and see if that matches your value system. Does it match? Do you want to work 12-hour shifts? Do you want a big family? Do you want to be a doctor and work 6 days a week? You got to figure that out. I thought my kids were going to want my business. So we called it Legacy Home Care because I was planning to carry it on next legacy. My kids were like, we don't want to work 6-7 days a week. Are you crazy? Wiping people's bums? I think we're gonna stay in college, Mom. We're good. Yeah. So my son went the CPA route. My daughter's working in corporate America. I'm like, I get it. They still followed my footsteps, which is fine. I mean, they're 25 and 30. So
yeah, and they're working. They're doing great work in great jobs.
Great. I'm very, very happy that they're standing on my shoulders and pushing off and doing their own thing. I love that. So yeah. I'm like, that's great. As long as they got what they were, wanting, and they've got to see me working 7. They know when you own a business, you're going to have to put in time.
A lot of the young people these days do not understand that concept.
But then I had to learn e-commerce. So then, my coach was 25 and he goes, Andi, if you would just go zip, Yeah, that's really hard. That's the hardest part.
Yeah. But if you were around when I was a teenager coming out of school, I mean, I hated school. I did well, but I hated it. I went to a nun school.
Oh no!
So so it was. I mean, with the full on outfit.
With the whacking and the no.
Yeah, and the veils and everything. Yeah, it was awful.
Oh, no.
So I wanted to leave school as soon as possible. Mind you, in the meantime, between then and decades later, I was my own coach a lot of the times. I mean, I've done the worst jobs in the world, but I've traveled the world. I've been to over 100 countries. I've worked in about 50 of them. And I've got the most fabulous daughter and the little granddaughter. She's already 2 grades above where she should be if she went to school.
Love it.
But you have to have that burning desire not to just be put in a hole, peg in a hole.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And you're giving that to all these people. It's just awesome.
Super fun. So we have free classes, and they have, if anybody has a dream, they call it, make your dream a reality. It's on our LinkedIn page, so they can find me, Andi Graham, on LinkedIn, and it has their little 9 weeks. We do their entire business plan with them, not for them, but with them, in a collaborative environment with other people also starting either a nonprofit or a business. So they all have to have a business plan the same as a traditional business, especially if you're a nonprofit. Before you get one person to give you $1, they want to know how you're spending that money. So you have to have a plan to show them how smart you are and how it's going to sustain itself, right? How is that dollar going to help them sustain and, feed that cause that they want to. I love that cause marketing, how it's going to feed that cause and all those people. I love that. So literally you get the business plan, see if it's going to be a viable option before you go get the money, before you go get into debt. Don't do what Andi did. Do the business plan first. And then
exactly.
I did actually do my business plan, but I just didn't realize the licensing was a little bit longer, like 1.5 years longer to get licensed than I.
Of course. Everything. It's money and time all the time.
What are you gonna do? Yeah, now everybody that bought after COVID is now paying the price for higher insurance, higher employment costs. It's a completely different business model. So we sold that thing in October of 2020, and I was just exhaling. I was so happy to get rid of 35 employees, otherwise known as cats, and doing something more that'll help other people figure stuff out, figure out our tax system, figure out how to make their dream a reality in a collaborative way. There's always a couple people in the class that end up being power partners. They're serving the same communities or same age groups of people or whatever. And so it becomes this really cool thing. And then the last week is always the celebration. You bring out your wares and your table skirts, and you get to practice your 30-second commercials and tell everybody you're open for business or whatever it is. It's just super fun. So we have all the guest speakers come back. It's
you need to be known everywhere. All these young people and you've got such an amazing energy.
So fun. I love it. And then I get to all the guest speakers because I don't have to know everything. Yay!
You've got
the guest
wings out here, and
smart people get to show up, and they get resources. So if they're good at one thing and crappy at the other, then they get resources for the stuff they're crappy at, And we spend the whole first week figuring out what their strengths are, what their goals and visions are for themselves. In 10 years, if everything turns out perfectly on your business plan, what does your perfect day look like? Are you the chief cook and bottle washer in the shop, or are you suntanning your rear end on Maui? Whatever your dream is, it's your dream. I don't care either way, but you got to know what the end result is. Otherwise you are swimming in circles. You'll never get there if you don't have a target. So the first week is really important, just to make sure they know what their strengths are. So when they're hiring people, they don't hire a bunch of people with the same strengths. Again, everybody's rowing on the right side. Why are we going in circles? I don't know. Why are we going in circles? You're all rowing the same. Yeah.
You seem to have
different strengths. Gotta have it.
It's like doing the gold, panning for gold. You've gotten out all your gold pieces.
My little gems.
Yes.
That's right. I got my old shiny. I love shiny stuff, by the way. I'm from Vegas.
And if they fail, you just take them to the bear, and the bear can eat them.
We got lunch. Okay, get the peanut butter sandwich. Let's go. Who's feeding the bear today? Oh, that attitude. Okay, you win the prize. Yeah.
Yeah, I find that when I'm coaching people, the world is too fast for most people. They're just, their brains are doing this. And so if they step back and start doing meditation, because people go, I don't know how to meditate. I go, it's really easy, actually.
Yeah.
You just have to stop. And
your phone off, walk into the other, put yourself in a closet, give yourself a timeout. Everybody needs a timeout every now and then. Good.
Yes. So once I teach people to do that, the flow starts, and they start to open up to, didn't think about that. I didn't think about that. It's just amazing when you stop that exhaustive.
It's constant. Just shut it off.
Yeah.
Turn it down, or even turn it down. If you can just turn it down a little bit.
What I did in this place, out of my lanai, in the bedroom, there's 2 old oak trees, and they're there for so long that they actually made holes for the trees on the floor of the lanai so that they could grow through.
Wow.
And so I went, I've got to put up my meditation space. Where would I put it? And it went right between those oak trees.
Yep. Got it. Yeah, ours is in the hot. We have the hot tub facing the pond, and the little swans like chasing each other, and the water, little whatever that thing is, the aerator that goes through makes a little sound, and you're like, this is nice. So you bring your little journal out. I always journal. What am I doing today? 10 years from today. What does my day look like 10 years from today?
I'm not good at that. I've been coached to do that in every course I've taken. And I get so irritated with myself because I go, I don't know and I don't care. But mind you, I am at a different stage of my life.
Yeah, because you just never know. I didn't have bear, when I didn't do this 10 years ago. So bear was not included. Yeah, I just met the bear last year. Quite a few years. It was my dad's neighbor, and I'm like, who is this bear guy? And what? Why is he taking care of my parents? Who is he? I was fascinated. I'm like, who? Love language of acts of service. He was crushing it, and I'm like, wow. Yeah, so he had me wrapped around his little finger in seconds. But I'm
what
like,
a story! You have to write a book. So what I did, because this coop I've got is like the coop of all coops. It's huge. It needs a lot of work on it, but it's a fabulous space. So there was an old seat in the bathroom in the shower recess for somebody who needed to sit on a seat. So I got that, and my daughter took it down to the coop for me. So I sit in there with the chickens, and I talk to the chickens.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
What do you think of this idea?
And they're fascinating, and they love the company. So there's so much you can do when you take the time.
Take a minute. I love that. Yeah, and I like the collaborative space, so you get to hear everybody else and some ideas that maybe you've never thought of. There's always like, my goal was this, but I'm going the completely wrong direction, and then like 3 people in the crowd are like, oh, if you put it this way, this will work, and it's iron sharpening iron, so it's just a really cool environment.
So where can people get hold of you?
They can reach out to me on LinkedIn. They can text me. My text is, I have one phone. I was so happy when we retired to get rid of the other phone. We smashed it to tiny pieces. But yeah, it's just 702-604-3034. They can reach out to me, and we just schedule a Zoom, and then we have 2 classes. We do one in the fall when the kids go back to school. When your brain starts coming down, the kids are off the ceiling now and off to school. It's an easier time. And we usually do it in the late in the week, like Thursday or Friday. So you can have your book and your field work to go into the weekend. So put your regular job away for a minute, put on your business hat. What does your future look like? And you get the weekend to really plan out their business. And then the following week, you get a new lesson. You get another little piece to put in your book. And then we do one in the spring for WAFED on the west side of town, west side of Vegas, or north side. They kind of go back and forth. But that class is usually in February starting. So when everybody gets out of the holidays with their New Year's resolution and this brand new idea they've got, then they can, again, go right back to collaborative. Let's write it down. What does it look like? Is it a viable option or not? About halfway through the class, you get an idea whether your idea is going to work or not. And if it's not, okay, perfect time to tweak it. What's the market really looking for? Maybe it's something that's slightly different, but it's the same concept. So you're able to shift and make something a little bit more marketable. So stinking good.
Oh, I've had such a great time with you. I'm going to have to get you back again.
So fun.
I'm going to come and
I'll bring
visit
the bear
you.
next time. Yes, we're bringing the bear.
Visit you, and I'll be on the other side of the glass doing this with the bear, and the bear's going to
I'm on the smart side of the 9,000 volts of electricity. So let's just
Bear's going to be saying, yeah, she's got a funny accent, that girl. All right, darling, we got to go, but thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Yeah, I'll see you again.
See you soon.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Classy Communications provides public relations and marketing solutions for businesses, professionals, and nonprofit organizations. They can deliver the true meaning of your business with press releases, social media marketing, web development, email marketing, book publishing, and much more. Wherever your potential clients are, they can help you connect with them. Visit classycommunications.net to learn more about their suite of services that can help your business stand out from the rest. Classy Communications is your solution for business success. PR Connections Radio thanks you for watching this podcast. Check out more episodes of this show and our others at prconnectionsradio.com.